Hello citizens, the title of the video is self-explanatory, so let's not waste any time. These are my quick thoughts on the games I played in February. Doom: The Dark Ages is like the second most anticipated game for me this year. Ever since the reveal trailer, I've been consuming whatever content I could find on the game while I anxiously wait for it to release. So when I got a review copy of Rahat, Aeon of Ruin from the developer, I thought it looks like a good game to play while waiting for Doom to arrive. And I wasn't wrong. It's pretty good. It's a boomer shooter with all kinds of boomer shooter stuff like fast-paced gunplay, a variety of Doom-like enemies, locked doors that need keys to open them, lots of secrets, and huge labyrinthian levels. It has an interesting save system very similar to Ori and the Blind Forest, where you can use a consumable item to save anywhere you choose. Obviously, the item, this skull, is in limited supply, so there's a risk versus reward factor in the save system, which I thought was a cool idea. I haven't finished the game yet. In fact, I've just completed only one level, but the level was super huge. I'd say it's like 3 levels of a standard game of this type. So far, I've got a pistol, a shotgun, a nail gun that kind of looks like the skull-crushing gun of Doom, and an acid ball throwing gun. All of the guns have a secondary fire that consumes more bullets but also causes more damage. The guns are pretty good to play with, although I frequently ran out of bullets. That's when this sword thing came in handy. You can hack and slash the enemies with it, of course, but you can hold down the right mouse button to kind of wind up, and then once you release it, you power leap forward to cause heavy damage to the enemy. I thought it was a bit overpowered, as I was able to pretty much one-shot any enemy as long as I was able to hit it with this power leap, but the fact that you need to get so close to the enemy balances it out, so overall it's still a very fun weapon to play with. This leap attack can also be used as a traversal mechanism in combination with jumping to cover longer and higher distance, which is also a pretty novel feature that I liked quite a lot. There are a lot of secrets in the levels, so your curiosity while exploring is well rewarded. You can get these consumable items that grant you temporary powers like creating a force field around you, gaining health upon killing an enemy, getting enemies to fight each other, and so on. Like I mentioned, I only finished one level, which was very large, and to be honest, it did get slightly boring around the time I was close to finishing it. Considering that the game's not very narrative heavy and fundamentally what you do in the level is just kill enemies and unlock doors, I feel like the level should have been much smaller. I played a little bit of the second level and I can already see this too would be of similar size as the first one. So it's pretty clear that this is part of the design philosophy of the game, which I'm not really sure serves the game's best interest, to be honest. I'm hoping to continue playing it until I get my hands on Doom: The Dark Ages, and yeah, apart from the levels feeling too long and kind of tedious, I'm really liking blasting enemies all over the place like the Doom guy in Rahat, Aeon of Ruin. Except this name. The name of the game is just weird and I don't know, they should have chosen a better name.
I can't believe in that name.
Anyway. I usually play hack and slash type of games purely for mindless entertainment, but I'm generally not very good at them, so a lot of these games end up frustrating me more than they entertain me. Since Ninja Gaiden has a reputation of being super hard, I never got to play any of them before. But suddenly Ninja Gaiden 2 Black shadow dropped out of nowhere, and the visuals in the trailer and the overall vibe really enthralled me.
Are you boys ready for the grind?
So I thought of giving it a try, and after about 10 hours, I came out very satisfied.
This really feels wonderful. I think I'm gonna come.
Despite being a remake/remaster of a game from 2008, the visuals of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black to me looked very current gen. It also plays great. Hacking, slashing, and amputating foes into pieces while they splatter blood all over the place anime style never got old for me. For someone like me, who usually sucks in this kind of fast-paced combat, the difficulty surprisingly got easier for me as I kept progressing and upgrading my weapons. The bosses were too easy though. I was able to finish the majority of them in one go, and none of them were any fun. I didn't care about the story, as I don't in most of these kind of games. But again, due to a new shine of code backed by Unreal Engine 5, the cutscenes just looked too good to ignore. The game takes you through places like Burning City, Underground Cave, Doom-like medieval yet heavy metal-looking castle, military spaceship, werewolf coliseum, and even what looks like inside the blood vessel of some creature. The fast, swift combat, a vast array of weapons, a pretty good variety of enemies, Jesus walking, box kicking, wall running, bar swinging, jiggle physics, and over-the-top anime spectacles made my time with the game super fun. I should have a full review on the game by now. Please check the card and the description for it. While Waiting is a 2D adventure game where you get to do stuff while waiting for events to happen. It's got 100 chapters starting from before your birth till your death, where you wait for big and small life events that are relatable to pretty much everyone, and while waiting you can pull off shenanigans that give you these achievement stickers. I had learned about this game when its demo launched and I had been eagerly waiting for its release. So when the developer of the game offered me a review copy, I was really excited to play and review it. Unfortunately, the game didn't really work for me. There wasn't anything spectacularly bad, which is why my Steam review of the game is still positive, but I was just kind of bored of it. Despite having a daunting number of mini games within it and signs of passion and care from the developers being quite obvious throughout the game, it ultimately did very little for me in terms of entertaining or provoking thoughts. I made a full review of the game. The link should be somewhere on the screen and in the description. Please check it out.